Good afternoon and welcome to NYFP. Today I'm joined by Doreen Mogavero of Mogavero and Lee. Hi Doreen, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Remy. I appreciate it.
Well, the major U.S. stock averages are seeing mixed trading with the Dow trying to struggle for direction. But why are we seeing this kind of trading today?
Well, first of all, this week is an enormously big vacation week. A lot of people are out this week, despite the volatility in the markets. I think people have decided they need a rest, so they're taking off. So I think volumes are very, very slow, and the market really isn't that interesting today, quite frankly. I mean, we've seen a little bit of volatility, but I think that we're still going to see some movement to the downside overall. I think there's not been too much news out that would make me think that confidence is back in any great way.
And speaking of which, a lot of the global economic data has come in on a mixed note, and we did get durable goods orders, which were better than expected here in the U.S. But in terms of the big event, which is the Jackson Hole, Wyoming meeting, do you expect anything out from Bernanke?
No, I think that it's been pretty overblown, quite frankly. I think that I don't believe that there's too much left that he can say anyway, and I think that probably the best we're going to get is that, the things that we already know. Interest rates will be low for a while and hope that that'll be stimulative.
And while we're talking about that, I do want to take a look at gold prices since they are coming off their record highs, and they have dipped right below the 1,800 an ounce level. But how much more downside do you think there is for the precious metal?
Well, I don't know. I think gold is a very interesting story because there's a lot of talk about the facts that the ETFs have created what could be a bubble in gold just by virtue of them being there. I mean, before we had the ETFs, the gold itself was very inaccessible to investors. So the fact that it is so accessible has probably pumped it up a little bit more than it might have been otherwise. But I do think that the fear that people are seeing or feeling and that they're going into gold, flying to gold, is very real, and I think that's going to continue.
Okay, Doreen, last but not least, before we wrap it up for today's interview, is there anything else you're keeping your eyes on?
No, I think pretty much just gold. Volatility index, of course, obviously is the thing that we've been looking at. And we have noticed here at Mogavero Lee that it is moving a little bit ahead of the market. So if you watch the VIX very closely, you notice you get maybe a 2 or 3 minute head start on some action in the market. So.
Okay, Doreen, thank you so much for your insight and thanks for your time today.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.